So hey guys, hello to everyone. Hi there. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. You know that guys, I love you and I love you permanently. So I'm back again with another video, and judging by the title, you already know what I want to talk about today. Internships, not just only internship, but the interview process as to what you can expect, the kind of questions you can expect. I'm talking as one who has undergone an interview for an internship for a duration of 12 months. So yeah, guys, let me just get right into it because I don't really want to keep this video very, very long. So what can you expect as an individual, maybe fresh from college, maybe fresh from university, have not worked before or have worked before, but it's your first time actually acquiring or applying, being called for an internship. So, firstly, I want to tell you guys that it's very, very important that maybe you just familiarize yourself with the company and what the company does and all of that. Because sometimes what happens is when you have been unemployed for a long time, you tend to keep on applying, and it's hard to keep track of the companies that you have actually applied for. So when that company calls you for an interview for that internship, you just want to go back and look and say, oh, this company does this and this and this and this. This is what they're doing. Is it an insurance broker? Is it an accounting firm? So that you know what the company does, or like what are their processes, what they're actually dealing with. So that is what I would do. That is what I did. I googled the company, looked at where it is, how am I going to get transport to go there, what are they actually doing, when was the company founded, just to get a background knowledge of what the company is all about. And then another thing, before I just dive right into the questions, is, guys, always tell the truth. You don't want to go there, lie and speak lies and all of that. If you don't know something, just be clear. Say, I've heard about it, but I've never really physically maybe done that thing, but I'm willing to learn. But don't lie and say that you know something and all of those things, because once you lie and say that you know something and you get that internship, they're gonna treat you like somebody who already knows. And even the person who's mentoring you, then maybe they're not gonna be that patient with you because you had said that you already know this particular system or whatnot. So just be honest and tell the truth. And one advice my father always told us is, always tell the truth, because the truth never changes. The truth is always the truth. But with lies, you have to constantly remember what you had previously said. So just when you go on any interview for that matter, just be honest and just speak the truth. Yeah, so I'm going to take you guys some of the questions that they asked me, because like interviews are not the same, and the interviewers are not the same. But the first question that is being asked, whether in an internship interview, whether a job interview, the question we all do not want to hear about is, briefly, tell us about yourself. Yeah, so when they asked me that question, they just asked us, they just said, just tell us about yourself. Like, who are you, like, how is your family your background. They just made it to be like a relaxing environment for me. So how you would answer that question is like, you introduce yourself. My name is so and so. I'm from this place and that place. If you want to mention your age, it's fine. And then you can just dive right into your qualification and say, I have a qualification in this and this and this and this. This is where I studied. If you have any experience I have worked in before, you can mention that as well and say, I've worked in this place. Yeah. So that is basically what you're saying. My name is so and so. I'm from this place and this place. I have a bachelor's degree in this and this and this. I am an individual who is passionate about learning, about growth. I like something that broadens my way of thinking. Hence, I applied for this internship because I want to gain more knowledge, and actually, grow. So that is me in a nutshell. You don't have to spend, like, I don't know, a lot of minutes explaining yourself. Just explain yourself in a nutshell. They also wanted to know, am I married and all of those things, and I kind of said no. This finger right here, it's still empty, so there's no one at the moment, but trust in God. Yeah, so that is, you just want to keep it simple. It's just you and your qualifications. That's it. And what you have, if you have previous experience, please do well to share. Yeah, just keep it short. You don't want to be, blabbing, talking too much, because you might end up losing yourself and all of that. Just be short and, yeah. And then another question, I'm looking down because I have I have the notes here. And another question they asked me is, they asked me if I had ever been in a position where I had been dealing with a difficult client, because they're asking me that question because I told them that I had previously undergone an in-service training. So they know that I had been in some sort of a company before and had been exposed to some work. So they asked me if I have ever been in a position where I dealt with a difficult client, and how did I deal with it, and what did I learn from that. So you explain that scenario, if there was ever a position where you dealt or you encountered a difficult client. And they were also asking me this because of what I would be doing as an intern. So as an insurance broker, you do come across clients. So they were asking me in that regard. So you just tell them that if you have worked before, yes, I have had a similar experience where maybe you for example, maybe you've worked in a contact center before and you came across a client who was angry, maybe was debited incorrectly and all of those things. And then maybe you said, how did you deal with it? You can say, that was a very, very difficult situation, but I just calmed down and listened to the client and paid attention and sure that the client knew that I was taking into consideration, all their frustrations. And then I assured the client that I was going to try my utmost best to help and assist the client there and there, and made sure that the client felt important, because I myself as an individual to be paid attention to, when I speak to someone, to be attentive and show that they're actually listening. So, and then what did you actually learn from that? You can say that I learned that it's very important to give a client first class service. That's why you must be customer orientated, so that you can, listen to customers queries, and be able to assist them there and there. Do not postpone, do not procrastinate, but deal with that specific client as if it's the only client the enterprise actually have. So you can answer it in that regards, or just look at whatever scenario. And maybe if you've never worked before, just say, I've never encountered a situation like that, but if I were in that kind of a circumstance or situation, this is how I would handle it. Don't just say, oh, I've never experienced something like that, and just leave it. But you just tell them that if I were to experience something like that, this is how I would handle it. Yeah. And then another thing they actually asked me was, um okay, how would you handle a situation where you don't agree with someone? For example, in the workplace, when one says, oh, we must do it like this, and another says, we must do it like that, and now it ends up like, being like it's conflict and all of that. How would you handle a situation like that? Because you know that in the working environment, we work with different people. Some people have higher personalities. Some people don't want to be told what to do. Some people can't take instructions. Some people, they want to go see, I must be the one who has the last say on this. It's me or the highway. So how would you deal with that kind of a situation? So when they asked me that, I said it's very, very important to, what, if you see that you're in a conversation with someone, and you see that they're actually raising their voice and all of that, it's very important to just step back and just, like, allow space between you and that person. Don't say anything. Maybe you hyped up. Don't say anything at that very moment. Just step back. Allow that person to cool down. Maybe in another time, you can actually discuss it once you'll have cooled down. So it's very important that when you are in a heated up situation and maybe you're disagreeing about something, just step back and say, let's revisit this matter. And maybe once you'll have cooled down, you will have, an answer to actually solve this problem that will benefit both of you. So maybe answer it in that regards, but also, think about how you have overcome a situation where you did not agree with someone, but you were both actually looking in the same goal and wanted to achieve the same thing. So answer it in that regards. And the last question that actually asked me was, you'll know the question, why do you think that you're the best candidate for this internship position? And how I answered that was, I think that I'm the best candidate for this position because I believe an internship is for someone who is hungry for learning. An internship is for someone who wants to better their skills. An internship is for someone who wants to grasp knowledge and broaden their way of thinking and understanding. And I told them that I'm at that stage in my life where I want to gain practical skills, not just to learn something off a textbook, but to actually do it. So I said, I'm in that stage in my life where I want to grow, and I believe that an internship is a platform for people who actually want to grow, who want to, I said glow, who want to grow. So I believe that I'm the best candidate because not everyone actually deserves it. Some people just applying for the sake of applying, but some people are applying because they have a purpose. They actually want to gain knowledge and know, and learn and better their understanding. So I believe that I'm the best candidate for that, for this position in that sense. So you just answer it like that, just reveal yourself as a person who wants to learn and grasp knowledge. Yeah. And another thing I nearly forgot, that they asked me, oh yeah. So I did not know she was going to be my manager at the time, but she asked me that question. She said, "Do you think learning ever stops?" And I was like, no, I don't think learning ever stops. We learn every day. And I also made an example to say, some people, for example, older people, older people don't want to be told what to do. For example, someone would be like, listen, give dala mean, like, I'm old enough, you can't tell me what to do, that because maybe your age, gap is different, and they think they have experienced everything in life and therefore they can't be told or learn something new. But I did say that learning does not stop. We learn every day. And I also made an example to say, even though I'm applying for an internship position, I can also teach you something that you might not know. So learning does not ever stop, and it's very, very important that we learn something new every day to improve our minds, so that get on with the times. Yeah. So yeah, guys, those are some of the questions that you can expect in an internship. I'm not saying you're going to be asked exactly as I have described on this video, but it's more or less those lines. So just be honest, speak the truth, don't panic. Don't lie about nothing. Just speak the truth. And if you've never experienced something, but tell them that if you were in that situation, how you would handle it. Don't just, give one word answers, and all of that. But most importantly, don't panic, because, guys, I remember on my interview, when they asked me, tell us about yourself, my mind just froze there for a minute, and they were busy just opening up their notebooks to actually write down, and I was like, can you come back to your senses, please, and answer this question? And God really, really helps me there. So it's very, very important. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to pray, guys, because God really, really works. He helps us when we are like, so yeah, just look into these things. And I hope that this video that I'm doing now is really, really informative, and that it will help you, not just only for you, maybe for your family members, for those people who are about to step into the working environment and all of that good stuff. So yeah, guys, yeah, I've come to the end of my video, and if you have really listened up to this far, thank you so much. So please do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell me in the comment section if I'm actually providing useful information, because I want my videos to be informative. I want my videos to actually broaden your way of thinking, not just to leave you the same as when you started watching the video. So you know that, guys, I love you, and I love you permanently, and I will be seeing you guys again on my next video. I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye for now.